Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. We are continuing another day of proceedings in the retrial of Karen Reed. We are following the Massachusetts woman accused of running over her cop boyfriend, John O'Keefe, and leaving him there to die in the snow. Right now, Dr. Elizabeth Lapasetta is on the stand for cross-examination. She's a forensic pathologist with experience doing autopsies on car crash victims. So far, she's testifying about a pattern that she noticed in the wounds on O'Keefe's arm, which she says is consistent with an animal bite or claw scratch. She also testified that O'Keefe did not die from hypothermia. And when asked if O'Keefe's arm injuries were caused by a car collision, she responded absolutely not. This testimony poking holes in the prosecution's theory that O'Keefe died in the snow after getting hit by Reed's car. Reed is facing charges including second-degree murder. She's pleaded not guilty. Let's bring in our investigative reporter, Olivia Rubin, along with former federal prosecutor Neama Rahmani. So, Olivia, biggest highlight so far from testimony today?
Kira, I would say it's everything you really just hit on, the raising doubts about whether John O'Keefe died of hypothermia, saying in her professional opinion that the cuts on his arms were not at all from being hit by a car and a taillight cracking. Remember that taillight so central to the prosecution's theme. And then the cuts on the arm, saying that in her opinion that was from some sort of animal bite, though the judge stopped her from going as far as to saying it could have been from a dog bite. And this all contradicts essentially what the prosecution's own experts said on the witness stand, that they believe that this was from a car crash, that it was not animal bites, and that he did die from hypothermia. Remember, that's how he was ruled to be the manner of death, is both that blunt force trauma to the head as well as the hypothermia, feeding into that theory that he was hit by a car by Karen Reed and left outside there. So again, they are trying to raise enough doubt on all of these issues, and this witness has been quite effective in giving them that in these sort of clear, short, decisive lines, clearly laying out for the jury where they believe there are these holes.
So, Neama, how credible do you think this witness is for the jury?
Well, it's a battle of the experts here, and now you have someone who is giving a very different account of the prosecution's neurosurgeon witness. And she's saying that John O'Keefe lost consciousness when his head hit a ribbed solid object. Obviously, this is very different from the taillight that Olivia was talking about. And not just losing consciousness. According to this particular witness, this expert, she is saying that O'Keefe was dead and that he froze after he had passed. And that is obviously very different testimony than the Commonwealth's witness, who said that it was a combination of a blunt force object and hypothermia. And of course, now we have the second defense witness that is talking about the scratches, the dog bites, the first, of course, being the emergency room physician. So the jurors are going to have to unpack this. It can be challenging when you have experts saying two completely different things. Is that enough for reasonable doubt? Maybe.
Olivia Rubin, Neama Rahmani, thank you both. Let's go right into that courtroom now where proceedings continue in the murder retrial of Karen Reed.
Jurors, when I strike something, that means disregard it. And what I've struck through this witness, the video that you just saw and some of the testimony means that if it's in evidence, it's in evidence, but it is not part of your consideration with this witness. Okay. All right, go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
May I proceed? Thank you. Dr. Lapasetta, you were just asked a series of questions about body cooling, correct?
Yes.
Does a body, as it's cooling, does it know if it's indoors or outdoors?
No.
If there's a very cold environment, be it indoor or outdoor environment, would it still cool?
Oh, absolutely.
And it would cool would it cool at the rates that you earlier described?
Yes.
Even if indoors, if that indoors was cold?
Absolutely.
Your Honor, may we approach along with the Commonwealth very briefly?
All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll go back to the proceedings once they start again.
My Zen garden wasn't comforting enough, so I added peanut butter M&Ms.
So creamy. And comforting.
Hey, leave my Zen garden